Oh. Hi guys and welcome back to the channel, and if you are new here, hello, my name is Alexis. I am a trans woman who shares her life stories and opinions on social media, and today I'm going to be talking a bit about my life and my transition, and I want to go through, because I've not done this properly fully in a full YouTube video. I've looked at bits of old photos and videos here and there, but we're going to go through right from the very start of my transition up until present day. We're talking the good, the bad, the ugly, like the terrible outfits, the surgery recoveries, what I looked like. We're going to go through it all. So if you're a bit squeamish, it's a bit of a trigger warning. There's going to be post-surgery sort of things going on. But I want to look at it all. I'm feeling very nostalgic at the minute, and I just want to take a look back and appreciate where I was and where I am now, and just try and keep that gratuity that I'm lucky to be transitioning and happy and living life. So if you want to see that, let's dive right into this transition for the last almost 3 years now. Let's go. I was digging through my old photos. Just on my phone, just looking right back to see what I wanted to look at today and discuss and things like that. And I was getting a bit sad. And at first I was like, why am I getting sad looking at old pictures of me? But I think what it was a lot of the pictures were from a time when I was doing my dance career, which is something I've spoke about before, and I promise I will talk about it in a full video. I think that's what made me sad looking back, because that person who I used to be, him, he got to have all that, and now I've transitioned, I had to give that up. So I think that's what made me a bit sad. But anyway, I digress. Let's just dive right into the pictures, okay? Whew! Right back. So, this is one of the very last pictures taken of me as a him. I had come out to my best friend and my partner Liam, hi Liam, at this point, and I knew I was going to transition. I even think I had the name Alexis. No one was using it yet, but that's the name I knew I wanted, other than Liam was using it in private. But I knew I was trans here, and it's kind of crazy to look back and see, I see myself still, but just a very different version, and I just know how deeply unhappy I was in the way that the world saw me and how I saw myself, I guess. So this is right going back to the start. So that's picture number one. Oh gosh. Cute jumpsuit though. I'd wear that now. I wish I'd not thrown it away. I got rid of so many boy clothes. Okay, so this one. It's a wig. It's definitely a wig, and I'm literally felt great. Ironically wearing a Boohoo Man hoodie, so I love that for me. It doesn't offend me. I mean, the lighting is hiding the beard shadow and things. I remember taking the picture to try and look as feminine as I possibly could, but it doesn't really trigger me. It's weird because I've got no chest there, so that is a bit odd to look back at now. When I'm looking at old topless photos as well, I'm like, that is so weird. But yeah, the wig's not horrendous. I don't remember it being horrendous. And I made it as well because I didn't have the money to buy a full proper wig. So I bought the hair and sat there and made it all. Okay, next picture. So at this point, we still weren't on hormones yet. I was going through all the process of having doctor's appointments and psychological evaluations and things like that, but I still hadn't started hormones yet. This was the first time I showed myself to my friends. They obviously knew, but I hadn't presented how I wanted to present. Do you know what? I still have those heels, so love that for me. But the jeans, the top, I have no chest, which is really strange, and the makeup's not the best. I was trying though. I was giving it my best back then, and it's not horrendous. Do you know what I've noticed more and more recently? My body's changed so much, my waist and my hips and things, because you get fat redistribution with hormones, and that has definitely changed a lot. Because right there, I look really just straight up and down and slim, but it's not the best photo, I'm not gonna lie. But it's not a completely different human being, if you know what I mean. Let's try and find a photo of me without makeup on. I think makeup covers a multitude of sins. Oh no, this is the one photo. I hate this photo. I don't know why, but I just don't look great. I'm not gonna lie. The lashes aren't even glued on properly. And do you know what's weird? I'd not had any of my surgeries yet. So looking at the distance from my nose to my upper lip, that is what stands out the most to me. Oh, Oh, I don't know. It's just very strange. I've got my nails on though. I still have that jumper as well. Okay. I had started laser after this picture. This was a couple of weeks after my first laser session on my face. And as you can see, my beard shadow stubble was very patchy from the laser. And I was so happy when I took this photo because I was like, oh my gosh, it's actually going to work. I'm going to get rid of this facial hair I still have a little bit, but I hated having facial hair so much, especially when I'd started to transition because it was really weird because I used to have stubble and a beard and things like that before when I was living as a man. And I didn't like it then, but it just fit with what I was showing to the world. But when I decided I was going to transition and I wanted the world to finally see me as me, I hated it. I hated it so much. I used to shave so much. But yeah, that photo makes me happy because of all the hours, money and time I've put into getting rid of it. I'm finally nearly there, but yeah. Oh, this is cool. This is cool. Right. So, my friend told me about this app where it swaps your genders, and I was really intrigued to see what I was like potentially going to look like. So, this is the photo, and I don't think I really look like that. So that was a picture of me as a boy, and then I put it in the app, and it spat out this image as me as a girl woman. And I don't think that looks like me now. I don't think it was an accurate guess. What do you guys think? Does it look like me? Let me just like look straight on and smile. I don't think it does. Oh, the man laugh came out. Oh, girl. This was Christmas Day in 2021. I did green on my eyes for Christmas. Liam bought me that jumper for Christmas. It was a woman's jumper and I loved it so much. I still have it in the wardrobe. Not looking my best. It's hard because, like, I remember at the start of my transition, I was like, I just want to get through all the bad bits and I just want to try and start to, like, blend in. And for so long, you just don't. It's unavoidable, unfortunately. And yeah, let's move on. Oh, I hate this photo so much. Oh, the dress. Do you know what? I'm gonna tear myself to shreds here, and I'm really sorry. I am wearing a half wig with my short boy hair receding hairline on top, and the dress is hideous. The makeup is girl, no chest, and I can see like razor burn on my chest from all the shaving. Oh, strange. It's so strange looking back. I don't even think that dress fit me as well. I think I had to squeeze into it. It definitely wouldn't fit me now. I know that for sure. There's still those shoes though. Love those shoes, not gonna lie. Okay, trigger warning, we're gonna have a surgery picture now. So this was immediately after my hair transplant, which I had done in Belgium at Two Pass Clinic, which is a specific clinic for trans women, and they do hair transplants there to feminize the hairline. Oh my gosh, it was so long. 7-hour procedure, and I was awake for it, and it was all numbed, and it was just really uncomfortable. I remember that. They moved 3,000 hairs from the back to the front, and it's really thick now. My hair's like pinned down, but it's really, like, I'm really happy with the results. But I remember just being so uncomfortable. Liam came with me, and bless him, and he looked after me after. Oh gosh, my hairline was quite bad. I forget like how receded it was. Then when I see pictures, I'm like, oh wow. Okay, this was a couple of days after the transplant, and my face was really swollen. I looked like a moon just from the anesthetic leaving my head and draining away. My face just blew up like a moon. So Liam found it hilarious that I looked like a moon for a few days. Oh, we are now entering the headscarf era. This lasted a good 6 to 9 months, I would say, because I was trying to cover up the transplant because for a really long time it looked crazy. So I had to cover it up and I did like little bunches in my hair. And the makeup's pretty. I like the makeup. My Adam's apple looks really like Adam's apple-y there, and I don't feel like it's as strong now. Maybe it's because I've gained a bit of weight, some fat's covering it. I don't know. I blooming loved a headscarf for a real long time though, I'm not gonna lie. This was a good day. This picture makes me really happy. This was February the 25th, 2022. So I was about like 6 months into transition, but I'd not officially started hormones yet. And in my hand, I'm holding my first dose of hormone replacement therapy. And I've never looked back since. I can see like how like the instant shift of happiness, like I'm starting to look more and more happy. And I remember being so happy when I finally got them. And I was like, oh my gosh, next week I'm gonna have boobies. And obviously it doesn't work like that. It takes so long for the changes to come in, but this photo makes me really happy. I can see it in my eyes, I think. That's what makes me smile. Yeah. This one's not that bad. I mean, my hairline looks crazy. It's starting to heal now from the surgery and hairs are starting to grow through, which is really cool to see. This was 2 months after my hair transplant and the hairs are starting to grow through, and I was so happy that they were just starting to like fill out and just be there. It's really cool. Okay. I don't know where to start. The shoes, love. Everything else, put it in the dustbin. I mean, terrible, 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 terrible. I can't even with this. I was trying so hard to give edgy vibes and it just, no. No, 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 no. Let's move on. So I remember this night. I think this is the first night, because for a while when in the daytime people would clock me because it was really obvious beard shadow, things like that. But then at nighttime when you're in like a club and it's darker and dimmer lighting, that's more forgiving, I was getting less noticed. And I remember this night out, it was Liam's birthday. And see if I've got another picture with me and Liam in it. Look at his mustache. And I remember not getting as stared at for the first time in like coming on a year, and it felt so good to sort of blend in and not be as noticed for being trans. But yeah, I mean, I don't love the outfit. It was very short, I remember that. But I remember just feeling happy that I was not standing out as much, which was a really nice feeling. So that was immediately after one of my countless laser sessions, maybe session number 10, and my skin used to go, and it still does when I have electrolysis, but it used to go so red and bumpy for a few hours after. I looked crazy because obviously the laser's very hot, and with what it's doing, it's like literally burning the hair follicle. I just wanted to document it, I think. And the nails are cute though. I think I did those. Very impressed with myself. They're nice. Well done me for the nails. This is the first time I ever felt pretty, like in myself. And I was still wearing a wig and I still was getting clocked quite a lot about with me being trans. And if you don't know what clocked means, it's just when people notice you for being trans and they clock you. But I felt so beautiful. It was an engagement celebration we had at home, just a little barbecue with some family and friends. And I felt incredible. So beautiful. And the dress, yeah. This one brings me a lot of joy. Liam's beard, zoom into your beard, babe, when you're editing this. You've got a plait in your beard. It was so long. I remember he spent more time on his beard than I did on my makeup in the morning. And that's saying something. I've got a new wig now, and I think the wig looks semi-okay. Like the wig. I still wear that blazer. I was actually going to wear it today. Liam's beard, that's all I can see in this picture. The makeup's not giving me much. I don't know if I'd run out of time. I'm missing like half my face. Where's my eye makeup and lipstick? But yeah, that's not the best look, is it? I mean, it's all a process. It's a transition. Nothing's going to happen overnight. And I always try to keep reminding myself that and just enjoy the small little things when I notice like, oh, my body hair's reduced a little bit this last month, and try and enjoy that. But that's not looking great. I'm not going to lie. Let's skip to the good part. Wow. Okay, this photo, wow, I can see all the little short stumpy hairs growing through. This one, I just don't even recognise because I've not got them any makeup on in this picture. And without makeup on now, I don't think I look like that anymore. It's really crazy to me. I think I was sending this picture off for some like potential surgeries or something. And you know when you have to send a before photo of what you look like currently. But that different human being, so crazy. My hair looks crazy. I'm sure there's another crazy picture of my hair coming up. I have a feeling. Okay, another little warning surgery photo coming up. This picture was like the day before and the day of having my lip lift procedure. My face looks crazy. That was straight out of surgery. Literally walked out of the clinic after surgery because I was awake for it. They just numbed it. And I have a really funny story about that actually. But I remember taking that picture thinking I looked crazy. So I came out of surgery. They'd numbed the area and performed the surgery. I was awake. I could see everything. And then when I came out from surgery, Liam was waiting for me. And we walked out and he's a bit squeamish with blood and things. And it was the scar where they'd stitched up was like leaking, whatever. And he was like, oh, I don't feel well. And I was running back inside straight after surgery, like, I need some water. Is there a nurse? I think he's going to pass out. And he had to sit down for 10 minutes before we could leave. Oh, that was so funny. Bless him. Crazy. I'm sure my face gets crazy. Okay, we're really getting into it now. Here we go. So this was the day after surgery and my face blew up like a balloon. I think my body just doesn't like anesthetic. And I literally look like a hamster. You know when hamsters have food in the cheeks? Oh, it's really bad. Oh, I remember being quite uncomfortable after that one. I'm not gonna lie. What I've put my body through is crazy, isn't it? But, oh... Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Let's move past it. I need to see it healed. So this picture, I like this because I remember wanting to see like a before and after of the surgery, and it did make quite a big difference to my face having that lift surgery. Like those pictures weren't that long apart, and I'm still wearing the same wig, and it's crazy what it's done to my face. Wow, that's strange. Very strange. My hair was finally growing. It was almost at a bob. It was giving like Karen Bob vibes for quite a long time, but it was really starting to like get some length on it now, and the transplant was growing through. However, one thing they don't tell you with the hair transplant, sometimes when they transplant the hair, because obviously they take the follicles out the back, they leave them and then they put them back in, but the hair follicle can get slightly damaged. So as the hair starts to grow through, it can go through coily, curly and coarse. My hair's naturally wavy. So this is what I looked like when I used to wash my hair. The back would be wavy and like down to like my jaw, and then I'd have this crazy hairline. I used to have to blow dry it and straighten it and do all these things to it. And then eventually, about a year ago, what did I do? I relaxed it. I got some relaxer. Obviously, do your research, but I was sick of it being curly because it started to grow through straight at the root now because it was getting healthy. But the ends that grew through first was still curly. So I had straight roots, curly ends, and then wavy at the back. There was so much going on. So I relaxed the ends, and best thing I ever did because now my hair kind of blends in. This is the first time I wore my real hair out into the world after wearing wigs for so long. I know I've got clipping extensions in there because my hair was not that long. It was probably about jaw length, and I added some like little clips to try and make it a bit longer. But I felt good. It was weird getting used to not having like the wig was all, it kind of became like a security blanket. I was so comfortable with having it on. So to not have it on, it was a bit terrifying to me. Okay, this was New Year's Eve in 2022 to 2023, and look how slim I was. Oh, it's depressing. The hormones are really, well, I say the hormones, I think it's probably the food that I'm eating as well, but the hormones didn't do anything for my body for a really long time, so I stayed really just slim, straight up and down, which I did hate at the time. Now I've got more hips, but yeah, the outfit, I don't hate the outfit. Got rose gold shoes, and I don't hate it. I've got my wig back on though, so obviously security blankets come back out, but I don't think it's that bad. I'd still not had my chest surgery, but yeah. Okay, wow. I'm starting to look different, I think, in the face now, which is cool. Like I can see like my facial like fat is starting to like redistribute and like fill out a bit more softer and not as harsh. And obviously like the beard shadow's going down, which is really cool. My eyebrows were real thin. I had a phase of having really thin eyebrows and the hair looking crazy, and that's Liam's hoodie, which I love. But I'm starting to look, I think, a little bit more like me now. So I feel like a bit more like, I don't know, like less stressed, I guess. This picture was around the time I started to post on social media, because before this picture we completely went off social media. Not that we had like anything like this, but we went off it for a while. I wanted to do my transition in private, and I just didn't want people looking or judging or talking, so we completely got rid of it. And I went back on TikTok and YouTube, and I remember this is the first time I went out. We went out for some drinks in like some bars, and I think it's the first time I went out, and I don't remember getting clocked. People probably did, but I don't remember like eyes staring at me knowing that I'm trans. It was nice. It was a really, really nice feeling because it was daytime as well, which is even crazy to me that I could go out and not get noticed for being trans. But that's crazy. Look at Liam's handsome little face. Okay, the hair is giving something. Love the red lip. I used to overdraw my lips way too much. Wow, they're a little bit clownish. I think that looks kind of like me, just with really short hair. I don't know. This was when I woke up from my breast augmentation surgery and we'd left, and I was so happy. I mean, I was in pain, I'm not gonna lie. I remember just feeling all this pressure on my chest, but I was so happy that I'd finally got that surgery, because that was one of the big ones I wanted. But you have to wait so long into transition for your body to develop natural breast tissue with the hormones before they like to operate, because obviously before I was completely nothing, and then the hormones over like a year and a half, they gave me like A cups, maybe a double A, but they gave me some tissue there as well, so then made the surgery possible. So that's really cool. I like that picture. I'm probably like numbed to high heavens as well. This was our friend's Barbie and Ken theme party last summer, and it was the first time because I had to wear a compression like sports bra for 6 weeks. So I was so excited because this was like 6 weeks and 2 days after surgery. So it was the first time I was going to go out and be able to like show them off a little bit. And I was so happy and excited. I mean, that's very revealing, Alexis, but I felt beautiful. I'm wearing a blonde wig for Barbie, obviously. And we had a really good time. I felt, oh, that feeling, it's amazing. So this picture makes me happy as well. We're almost to present day. And then this was my birthday last year. So we're literally only like 6 months away now from present day. And I think that's now like where I am with what I look like. I don't think anything's really changed in my face since then. But it's strange because if you say to me like, what's changed on your face? Apart from obviously like the obvious surgery things, I don't know. But I know that I look quite different, which is really cool to look back at and appreciate the changes. But yeah, and then this is where we are now. How crazy. I wish I had more photos, but for a really long time I was really self-conscious of what I looked like, and I didn't want to take any pictures because when you take pictures you then look at the pictures to see what you look like, and it would just make me feel rubbishy and it would just give me more dysphoria. So for a really long time I didn't take that many pictures, but now we take pictures all the time, which is great, and I am getting comfortable in my own skin. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little look back, this little trip down memory lane over my last 3 years of my transition. You might wonder, am I done yet? Is more going to change from the hormones? Possibly. Have I got more surgeries coming up? Yes. Will I share them all? Maybe not. I will share bits and bobs, but I'm not done with my transition yet. I think I'm probably another year and a half away before like I am good and done everything that I want to do. So we're not there yet, but I like this like looking back through, and then maybe in a couple of years time when I'm done I can look back at this video and see what more has changed. But yeah, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoy this kind of content, please don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. And we have our podcast that comes out pretty much weekly now, so don't forget to keep an eye out for that. Thank you so much again for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Have a nice week, everyone. Bye.